A true Vietnamese horror story, The Haunted Bridge. Hello everyone, my name is Min, and I live in a rural area in central Vietnam. Today, I want to share with you a real horror story that I and my friends experienced, a story that still haunts me to this day. In the summer of 2015, my 4 friends and I decided to take a road trip to a remote village deep in the mountains. We heard about an old bridge there, called the Haunted Bridge, famous for its eerie tales that the locals often tell. They said that the bridge was haunted by spirits, and no one dared to cross it at night. The rumors intrigued us, and we decided to explore it at night to see if the stories were true. The bridge was about 5 kilometers away from the village, an old stone bridge with worn, moss-covered stones. The road to the bridge was difficult, through dense trees with no streetlights. As we got closer, I began to feel the air thickening, as if something was watching us. Still, we pushed on, thinking that it was just a myth. When we reached the base of the bridge, I immediately felt the difference in the atmosphere. The bridge spanned a small creek, with water flowing gently underneath, creating a peaceful sound, yet there was something unsettling about it. We turned on our flashlights, but the dim light only seemed to make the darkness around us thicker. The bridge appeared like a silent monster waiting in the dark. We began walking across the bridge. With every step, the bridge trembled slightly, and the sound of our footsteps echoed, creating an unsettling feeling. The further we went, the heavier my body felt, as if an invisible force was weighing me down. Then, I started hearing footsteps behind me. At first, I thought it was just my friends walking close behind, but when I turned around, no one was there. Just the thick darkness and my own breath in the cold air. The footsteps continued, soft and light, as if someone was walking behind me, just out of sight. Suddenly, a voice whispered from behind, calling my name, Min. Min. The voice was strange, both warm and chilling at the same time. I quickly turned around, but there was only emptiness. My heart began to race. I tried to convince myself it was just my imagination, but the sense of dread grew stronger. Out of nowhere, one of my friends suddenly collapsed onto the bridge, causing the rest of us to panic. He lay motionless, his hand outstretched as if something was pulling him down. When we helped him up, I noticed his hand was soaked, as if he had dipped it in the creek, though we were far from the water. We quickly helped him stand, and without saying a word, we all decided to leave immediately. We ran as fast as we could, but I still felt as though something was following us, watching us from the darkness. Once we were safely out of the bridge area, I dared to look back. And then, I saw it. A figure standing in the middle of the bridge, a woman dressed in a white dye, with long, black hair. She stood still, staring at us with hollow eyes. I will never forget those eyes. They were empty, lifeless, like they held no soul. We didn't stop to say anything, just kept running to the village and found our way back to the guest house. It wasn't until later that I realized, even though the story was just a local legend, the feelings we experienced were all too real. To this day, I can't explain what happened at that bridge. Thank you for listening to my story. I just want to remind you all that sometimes, the supernatural stories we hear may not be entirely fictional. If you ever find yourself near places the locals warn you about, be cautious. Don't dismiss those tales, because sometimes, there may be a truth hidden behind them that we cannot fully understand.